Hello, everyone. Good to see ER and all over here first. That's nice. 3 likes already. Today, I just decided to come much earlier. I said, let me come much earlier than my usual time. And let's see how things go today, right? So, Alex, Alex had requested if we can, Alex requested if we can have the theme gender equality. Gender equality. I think that's a very good theme. So that's what we will talk about today, gender equality. So I'll wait for a few people to come before I begin talking about that. So far, things are going okay, right? So far, things are going okay. I wanted to come live, but then I realized in the morning, but then I realized that in Philippines and all, everybody will be sleeping because I came on a bit too late. So I decided instead of that, let me come early now, early in the afternoon. So this is the first time I'm coming so early. It's nice to keep changing the time sometimes. And I guess when I finally come to Philippines and settle down, then I will be, also uh, going live early, right? I will be going live early. So I thought, why not try it today and see how it is. Just to see how it is to come so early, right? Yeah, I just saw Veronica, so I asked Veronica if she would like to come and join the live stream. So, very interesting topic, gender equality. But I hope Alex is over here because Alex suggested a topic. So, I hope Alex is over here. Where is Alex? so many times the names keep changing, right? So I have to get used to names. Different comments are coming in, so let us check what the comments are, right? Uh, Dell, nice to see you, Dell. Can't stay long, going to sleep soon. Oh, for once it is a change of time for you. No more working, going to sleep. But then I guess you have to get up very early to start work again, right? Okay, Dell. So, Dell, before you leave, do you want to share something before you leave about gender equality? What do you think about gender equality? Would you like to leave a few words about that before you leave? Then you can watch the replay and listen to the rest of the discussion we have had. So, what is gender equality for you, Dell? Hello, Melly. Thank you for coming. So, Melly, can you give us a few comments? What you feel about gender equality? Today, my theme is gender equality. So, what are your thoughts about gender equality? Melly, share your thoughts about gender equality. Del, you also, gender equality. Share some thoughts about that. Yes, gender equality. So, male and female, do you think they should both be equal? Or, like today, we say it is a man's dominated world, right? And previously, it was definitely a man dominated world that the man worked, but the lady had to be in the house and she had to do the housework and take care of the children and cook the meals and do the laundry and, all those kind of things. So, all the workplaces, it was mostly male people that were working and not so much female. But today, the whole scenario has changed. Today, women also are doing important work. Women are working outside. So, what are your thoughts, Melly? What are your thoughts about gender equality? Should men and women be considered to be equal? Should they be considered to be equal, uh, or in everything, or in some things they should be equality, or in some things the men should be higher, or the women should be higher? Whatever is your thoughts, just what do you think uh, about gender equality? So tell us something about what you think about gender equality. Melly, tell us something what you think about gender equality. I said gender equality means that man and women are considered to be equal. Man and women are considered to be equal. So, do you agree with that? Do you agree that man and woman should be treated equal? That's what gender equality means. Should man and woman be treated equal? Or is man superior to the woman, or is woman superior to the man? What are your views about that? What do you think? If you want, you can explain in Bisaya or Tagalog. You can explain in your language, and we will try to find out what the meaning is. So you can explain in your own language, no problem. Del, can you share your thoughts on gender equality? Like in ancient days, many years ago, say maybe beginning of this century, not beginning of this century, but like towards the middle of last century, men were always considered to be dominated. Right? Men were always considered to be more superior to the women. Right? It was more considered to be a man's world. But over the years, things have changed a lot. Over the years, things have changed a lot. So I will talk something more about those things. It's a very interesting topic, and I do have a lot to talk about. Come on, some explanation about gender equality, your views. So, what are your thoughts about gender equality? Melly, you can explain in your own language. Don't worry. Don't worry. Be happy. Don't worry. Be happy. Knock, knock. Knock, knock. Anyone home? Knock, knock. Knock, knock. Anyone home? Knock three times on the ceiling if you want me. Oh, twice on the pipe means you ain't gonna show. Oh, my darling, means you'll meet me in the hallway. Oh, twice on the pipe means you ain't gonna show. So, who is not going to show up? And I'm waiting for others to show up. Vaya con Dios, my darling. Vaya con Dios, my love. Do-do-do, do-do-do-do, do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do, do-do-do, do-do-do-do. Vaya con Dios, my darling. Vaya con Dios, my love. Freddie Fender sings this song, Vaya con Dios. Lots of Spanish numbers he has sung. I guess he's Spanish, right? Freddie Fender. I love his songs. Do, 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 do. Doo-doo, doo-doo-doo, 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 doo-doo, doo-doo-doo, doo-doo, doo-doo-doo, doo-doo, doo-doo-doo, doo-doo-doo-doo, doo-doo, doo-doo-doo, doo-doo-doo-doo. Say goodbye, my own true love, as we see our love has gone. How it breaks my heart to leave you. Now the carnival is gone. By and by, the dawn is breaking, and my tears like falling rain. For the carnival is over. I will love you till I die. Like the drum, my heart is beating, and my tears like falling rain. For the carnival is over. Don't know whether we'll meet again. I got all mixed up in the words over there. Very old song, very, very old song. I don't even remember who sang it. But like Pita said, we remember the songs, but not the singer. So that happens also, right? So come on, knock, 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 knock. Who's there? Who's there? Only air. Who's there? Only air. We all going on a summer holiday, doing things we always want to do. Fun and laughter on a summer holiday, making our dreams come true. For me and you, we're going where the sun shines brightly. We're going where the sea is blue. We've seen it in the movies. Now let's see if it's true. Thank you, Pita Pita, for joining my stream. Thank you, Pita, for being here. Fun and laughter on a live stream of mine. Do 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 do. For me and you. Thank you, Pita. Thank you, I Connect. Thank you for joining my live stream. So, Pita, what is your opinion about gender equality? What is your opinion about gender equality? Come on, Melly, tell me in your language. You can write in your language. What do you think about gender equality? Do you think man and woman should be treated equally? Do you think man and woman should be treated equally, or is man superior to woman, or is woman superior to man? There are many things that a man can do which a woman cannot do, and there are many things that a woman can do that a man cannot do. So come on, I'm waiting for your opinion. Gender equality. Do you think man and woman should be treated e- equal? Do you think man and woman should be treated equal? Do, 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 do. Hello, Mercy. Thank you for coming here, Mercy. So, Mercy, what do you think about gender equality? Do you think man and women should be treated equally? Do you think they should be treated equal? Or is man or woman more superior to the other one? So, Mercy, what do you think? Mercy is very good in cooking, but Mercy is very good in dancing also. And Mercy has another dancing partner also who comes on the video with her, always dancing. That's why I said Filipinos love singing and dancing, especially the Pinoy. The Pinoys love singing and dancing. And I think the Pinoys only love making babies. Make with one family, then go and make with another family. Pinoys only like to make babies. Okay, Pita says, just look at the creation story, and from there, we can say how we need to react. So, so in the creation story, Adam was created first, and then Eve was created as his helper. That's what the creation story says, right? Adam was created first, and then Eve was created as a helper. So, do you think even in today's world, the man is superior and the woman has to just be helping and do everything for the man? Is that what you are meaning? So, let's have a little more insight, Pita, a little more insight about what you have said. Because I think that in today's world, I think women are far superior than men. I that is my opinion. Women are far superior than men. Because if you really look at it, you find women today can do almost any job that a man can do. There are women prime ministers ruling a whole country. There are women who are got high posts in the police. There are women in the army. There are women who are pilots flying planes, commercial planes. There are women in every walk of life. In every walk of life, there are many women entrepreneurs who are very good, successful business women. Look at Parinda. Parinda is one living example of a successful woman, businesswoman. So I think today I think like women are far, far superior than men. And it's very good that, today women can be recognized as even doing a man's duty. No longer are women contented just to sit in the house and, take care of the home and have babies and look after them. And no, they're still doing most of that, but they are also having a career, and they are also concentrating on their career. But some women, they don't want a family because they feel career is more important than family. So there are those kind of people as well. But even in career, they are always looking to go higher and higher. So I feel women are more superior to men in many ways. They also have a lot of stamina, a lot of energy, to multitask and do so much of work, like during the day. Whereas a man can do only like a one job, like he cannot do many jobs together. Take Pita for example, multitasking. She's the biggest example of multitasking. I myself cannot do that much multitasking as Pita does. So you see, Pita is more superior than Winston. So, bottom line, a woman is superior to man, correct? Just what I said. For me, I believe in that. A woman is far superior to man. That's my opinion. Yes, YouTube tutorial says the same thing. In today's world, women are far superior than men. I totally agree with that. Pita, can you elaborate on what you said? I know many of you must be getting ready to go to church. I also have to start going to church to search. I have to start going to church to search. Maybe if someone sees me going to church regularly every Sunday, they might get interested in me. Just a thought, right? No, I'm not a church goer. I'm not a church goer. I don't believe in I don't believe in just going to church. It's not compulsory. You can pray to God from wherever you are. Wherever you are, you can pray to God. You don't have to go to church. Far beyond the sky, for my soul is longing to go. Far beyond the sky, to a better place I know. Far beyond the sky, for my soul is longing to go. Far away, beyond the sky, beyond the sky. Far away, beyond the sky, beyond the sky. I don't know why I sing this song so often, but I don't want to go far away beyond the sky at the moment. No, later on, when I am 100 years old, when I'm 100 years old, till 100 years old, I want to be hale and hearty and fit. The reality has to be a man. The woman is there as support and balance her weakness of men. Hmm. Interesting, interesting. So you prefer your man to be superior to you. Hmm? Hmm. So not you cannot have a man like me who says woman is superior. Doo-doo. In my little room, I'm all by myself. In that little room is a picture of you. In my little room, I'm all by myself. In this little room is a picture of you. Stephen Bennett, oh wow, you finally made it. Yay! Stephen, I've made it. He said, one day I'm going to make it again on your live stream, and he made it today. I'm at work and can't interact, but I will let this play. Are you sure you can have it on while you're at work? Hmm. Thank you so much, Stephen. I know it's very difficult for you, but you are on the day shift now, right? No. Yeah, you have to be on the day shift now. No, maybe you are coming off work, right? I think you're on the night shift, so you come off work at 5:30. So for you it is still 3:30, 3:35, 3:36. Yeah, correct. Okay, Pita says, now because women are being so superior, hence family is not actually lasting. With little dispute, divorce is quick. So sad for the afflicted people, especially the kids. But Pita, I say it's okay what you've written, but like I take the case of the Filipinos, it's the men who are dominating, right? They start a family, they leave the family, and then they go somewhere else and start another family. And they abandon even their kids. But if they are really a man, if they are really a true man, and they have an indifference with their spouse and they want to leave the house, they would take responsibility for their kids. But no, they don't. But yet they go to another house and they start another family and have kids over there. That's not a man. For me, that is not a man. So I don't think it is the woman at fault that the woman is going to work and that is why there is divorce and there is separation and all. I don't believe in that. But yes, in the West, it is more common. It is more common in the West that the woman wants to be superior. And if she is not given the authority to be superior or, whatever it is, then she will walk out of the house. And I know of many American men, even who are bloggers, many YouTuber men who are started YouTube, like their wives have left them and they are left handling the babies. They are left looking after the children. I remember one particular YouTuber said he had been looking after his three kids from a young age. He had been looking after his three kids because his wife just walked out on him. And, now the kids are big. Now the kids are big. So, yes, I agree with you to some extent. But when I look at it in the Philippines, no, I do not agree with that. And I'm sure in many countries as well, you know, men just leave their wives and kids and go and start off in another country. The only difference, Pita, is that in the West, there are proper laws. There are proper laws. So there are laws against something like this. So the husband can walk out. He can start a new family, but then he has to give alimony. He has to give alimony to his wife, and if his wife is not working, if his wife is working, then there are some other kind of conditions. But if he has children, there is nothing, no way. If a man has children, it is his duty to provide alimony for the care of his kids because they are still his kids. But that doesn't happen in Philippines. So in Philippines I don't think that it's the woman's fault that marriage breaks up. I don't believe in that. I don't believe. And I think also in most of these Southeast Asian countries, I've seen here in Thailand also same thing. Husband will leave the wife and he will go and start a new family somewhere else. And there is no child support, no nothing that is given to the previous family. So yeah, so I think most of these countries, the men are just taking advantage of the women. I think like that. The men are just, and the women are educated, but like I've seen in Philippines, nobody wants to say anything. Nobody wants to say anything. The husband walks off, leaves five, six, seven kids, and the poor woman is struggling, trying to do all sorts of work just to provide for her kids. And what does the government do? Nothing. Nothing the government does. I'm so surprised at a country that bans divorce and yet doesn't do anything for the female population of its country. It's very sad. Really sad. There are laws also here regarding that. However, when the wife is not uh, reporting the cases, therefore the wife does it all. Yeah, that's what I do. But that is the Filipino wife, right? She doesn't want to because first of all, remember, first of all, to pursue the matter costs money. And if the husband walks out, how is the wife going to support herself and her children? And we are talking about maybe 60%, 70% are the poor middle class people, right? The poor and the middle class Filipinos, they don't have the money, right? They don't have the education, they don't have the qualification to go out and work, right? So what happens in that case? So what is the use of the law if the law doesn't support? And I don't know why the Filipino women do not complain. You don't need a law to fight. You have to just complain because it is a clear fact. If you complain that your husband has left you and gone and started another family somewhere else, that is more than enough. You don't need lawyers. You don't need anybody. I don't think so. You don't need lawyers. That's a complaint. That is proof. As long as you can give proof that he has gone off and started another family, then the law will take. If you say there is a law for that, then the law will definitely do something about it. So I do not know why the Filipino women they don't complain. I don't know why. I really don't understand why they don't complain. I'm sure to make a complaint with the barangay chief doesn't cost money, correct? It's like you walk into a police station and you make an FIR, right? First information report. It doesn't cost you money. That is their duty. The police duty is supposed to write down a report. That's it. That's it. I do not understand why the wives do not do it. That's what I cannot understand. Why the wives do not do it? Why don't they make a report? Why don't they make a report? I just don't understand. That's one thing I've never understood with the Filipino culture. Why the women sit quietly and take all the crap given to them. I don't know. So yes, but That is why I'm saying in these kind of third world countries or second world countries or whatever you want to call them, the man is using his authority. The man is showing that he is more important than the women. Why? Why? And today women are educated. Today the women, even in Philippines, there are many, many women that are educated women, right? I see some of the YouTube people, some of the YouTube pines who have YouTube. They are only 20, 21, but they are so mature. They're only 20, 21, but they are very mature. Very mature. So I'm happy. I'm happy for the modern generation, that is thinking better. For the modern generation, they are thinking much better. And I'm sure, like, they will not take things lying down. But I think today women are more important than men. Women are more important than men. And if they just get together and they voice their opinion, they can shake the government. They can shake the government. But they don't complain against their own husband. Where will they fight against the law and the government? Oh, Maya, 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 number eight, Maya, number eight. Very good, Maya, number eight. Thank you for coming on. The Trinity. Pita has a Trinity. She has a family of three. So, Pita, your final verdict is that man is superior to woman. Is that it? So next time when I come to Elegant City, I'm going to be the boss. Do, 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 do. Take the ribbon from your hair, shake it loose and let it fall. Lay it soft against my skin, like the shadows on the wall. Come and lay down by my side, till the early morning light. All I'm taking is your time, so help me make it through the night. I don't care who's right or wrong. I don't try to understand. Let the devil take tomorrow. Lord, tonight I need a friend. Yesterday is dead and gone, and tomorrow's out of sight. It's so sad to be alone. Help me make it through the night. It's so sad to be alone. So help me make it through the night. I have to also make it through the day, not just the night. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Oh, Susanna, don't you cry for me. Oh, I I charge my Bluetooth. I charge my Bluetooth so that if I'm ever going to do if I'm ever going to do a live stream on my phone, then I can put the Bluetooth, because yesterday everybody was sleeping. So when my co-host is talking, I cannot keep the volume loud. I cannot keep the volume loud, because even a little volume wakes up the whole house. They can hear. They can hear. But that's the biblical truth about man and woman. It's not a question of biblical truth, Pita. I feel it's not the biblical truth. Today is a modern age. Today is a modern age. It's a modern age. And even if the Bible, even about the Bible, uh, let me try to get the exact wording. Let me try to get the exact wording. Okay. Uh, if I remember correctly, let me try to get the exact words. Where is my Google? Uh, okay, let me see. Okay, Pita, I told you, no, I wanted to get the exact wording. So listen to what it says. Genesis chapter 1, verses 27 and 28. Genesis chapter 1, verses 27 and 28. So God created man in his own image. In the image of God, he created him. Male and female, he created them. They were given equal task of ruling and subduing all creatures. They were given equal tasks of ruling and subduing all creatures. So that is Genesis chapter 1, verses 27 and 28. From the fact that Adam and Eve were given a collective responsibility, it is clear that God's intention for gender equality is obvious. Here we see the common humanity and equal value of a woman and a man before God. It is in this image which makes man, female and male, God's representative on earth. So, that's what it says. Genesis chapter 1, where is it? Genesis chapter 1, verses 27 and 28. Gender equality in the Bible. God said, man and women are equal. You never hear, you never hear of Abraham ill-treating his wife. You never hear of Abraham ill-treating his wife. You never hear of Noah ill-treating his wife. No. Before the flood, Noah took his wife and all his children and all his grandchildren and all the animals and everybody he took in pairs, right, onto the ark to survive a new generation of people who survived the great flood, right? So if you see from the beginning, right, No man ill-treated his wife or was cruel to his wife or left his wife. In the Bible history, you never find that. You never find that. You never find that. God tested them in many other ways, like Abraham was asked to sacrifice his son, right? But you never find that man treated his wife as a lower creature. Previously, man did the work, right? Man was the hunter. Man was the hunter. He worked and he brought the food home, and the wife's duty was considered to be domestic. Only take care of the family, the house, keep the food ready, you know, and keep the man's bed nice and warm for him when he comes. You know what I mean? So that was the woman's work, and so it became a norm that man is superior to women. But in today's world, women have got equal rights to man, if not more. But we find many women have become world leaders. Women have become, top positions have are also ruled by women. Top positions in a man's world, you know. And some men, they do not like it. If you have a woman boss, you resent it. Why? Why? Because you feel you're superior. But that woman who's become the boss has greater qualities and greater management skills and is better in the work than what the man can do, right? That is why she becomes the boss. So, it's that way. But of course, it's each one's opinion. I agree with each one's opinion, like it's your opinion, whatever it is, your opinion. But when I look at it in a complete different way. I look at it in a complete different way. Yes, that is what the Bible says. The Bible says God didn't make Eve. God didn't make Eve as a helper. God made Eve equal to Adam. God made Eve equal to Adam. You know, but it's only that Eve was the weaker of the two. In nature, she was the weak, and so she listened to the serpent, and she was able to convince Adam also to eat the apple. Right, according to the Bibles, Eve was even, able to convince Adam. But that is because Adam treated his wife as equal, right? And therefore he listened to her. He treated her as equal. So he listened to her that maybe there is something good in this, right? And that's why he also ate of the apple. So, it's that way. So I think from before, God has made man and woman equal. But, somewhere down the line, things have changed. Later on, things changed. Yes, I agree, Pitar. Women can rule. Women can really be very strong, motivating force. You know, if you look at it, a woman goes through so many stages in her life. She goes through a lot of stages in her life. The man doesn't go to that many stages. The man doesn't go. But right from young through puberty to becoming a mother, you know, to becoming grandparents. The woman goes through a lot of physical changes also. A woman goes through a lot of physical changes, a lot of hormonal changes compared to a man. And that is why the woman is really much stronger than a man. Like they always say, they say a man will never be able to go through the pains of childbirth. It is universally accepted and said that a man will never be able to go through, you know, the physical pain of childbirth. And you see, in most cases, if a man gets one small cut, oh, I cut my finger, oh, he's worse than a child. When a man gets sick, a man is sometimes worse than a child also, right? He doesn't have the capacity. He doesn't have the capacity to, bear so much of pain or to bear so many things. There are some that can. I'm not saying no, but as a rule, generally speaking, man cannot. Man cannot go through all the kinds of hardships and pain that a woman can go through. You know, woman is very strong. Woman is much stronger than man. You see, even in Thailand, I see, you see who are the people in the farm. It's mostly the women. The women are working in the farm, not men. It's the women. And the women are really strong. The things that they do, the hard work they do in the fields, how they are able to lift weights, weights, they lift weights and carry. The women are the harder workers. I have seen women who are even selling food. They are pushing a cart from one place to another, selling food. They are already gray, fully gray. They are old, but yet, their determination is so much there that they are doing the work themselves because the kids don't take care of them, right? The husband is dead, or the husband is gone, or the husband is sick, and it is the woman that takes care. I've also seen in the Thai family, I've seen that usually it is the eldest daughter that takes care of the parents. The younger kids, they don't bother, but the eldest one always takes care. And if there are girls in the family, it's always the girls who are taking care of the parents. You never see a boy taking care of the parents. It's always the girls taking care of the parents. And I think that same thing is there in Philippines also. And I think it must be the same in all these Southeast Asian countries like Laos, Vietnam. I'm sure it's the same thing. You know, it's the women folk that work harder than the men. It's the women folk that take the responsibility of their parents. So I think, so for me, I don't know. For me, I think the women are the toughest and they are more superior to men. In anything, women are more superior to men. That's why today you have, wherever men used to work, now you can find women. Army, Navy, Air Force, you know, there are women who are at the top commanding positions. There are women pilots. There are women, women chief of police. Women also have become chief of police. So they are also tough to lead in combat. In combat, they are tough to lead also. So today's world is different. Women are far superior to men in many ways. But then again, we see all women are not strong, correct? All women. And it also depends, I guess, on culture. And that is why Filipino women do not retaliate. They do not complain because it's their culture. It's their culture to be put down. It's their culture to remain domesticated, you know. So it's basically culture. But I'm sure the younger generation, they are not like the older generation. They will not take anything sleeping. I'm sure about the younger generation. I see on the YouTube how they talk, how their ideas, what they have. Like there is a Filipina elated. I find so, she's come from such a poor family. The mother was selling flowers. The mother was selling flowers in order to, support the kids and all. The father was working very hard. And today, see how they have come up. She's now doing, she's now joined like a navy. She wants to be, I don't know what, something in the navy she wants to be. And she joined the, college. And she looks so smart in her uniform. So, yeah, and she's what, only 21 or 22, only 21 or 22. But her head is on the shoulders. She knows what she wants in life. So there are so many of them, so many of the youngsters I've been watching, very, 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 stable, very stable, firm mind. They will not accept anything from anybody. I'm sh- You know. So yeah, I firmly believe that no, women in today's world, yes, women are far superior, and they should exert that authority. I, like Pita, I always say, if all if all the married women, if all the married women who are separated come together in one barangay, if all the married women who are separated come together and make a complaint with the barangay chief against their husbands, and that same thing can spread to all the other barangays in the whole of the Philippines, can you imagine what will be the woman power? The woman power. They will shake the government, they will shake the government to pass the divorce law immediately. Not wait, not wait, keeping it in parliament for years and years and years and years. The divorce law in Philippines is still, in parliament. It's still there. Nobody's made a decision. But if all the Filipino women get together, they can shake the government and get that passed even in one day. I'm sure they can do that. You know, that is the power of women today. That is the power of women today. So yeah, anyhow, that's my personal opinion. I feel that women are far superior to men, far superior to men in most ways. In most ways, they can do much more than what man can do. They can do much more, and it's good that today, women have the opportunity to study and learn, and because of that, they have been able to, get superior positions, and they have made a place for themselves in a man's world. They have made a place for themselves in a man's world. So I believe women are far superior. You must have that determination. You must have that attitude, that determination, that you are powerful, that you can do something. Take the ribbon from your hair. Doo. I've sung that song too many times. Too many times. Let me think of a new song. Some new song I've never sung before. What is a new song I have never sung before? Do, 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 do. See, the kids are talking down, I can hear. The TV is down, I can hear. And the volume is not loud, but I can hear. So when I am talking, also, they can hear. Yesterday, I asked my granddaughter, I said, "Can you hear me talking in my room?" And she said, "Yes, Grandpa, I can hear." That's why yesterday I was whispering. I was like almost whispering yesterday. And everybody asked me, "Do you have a hoarse throat? Is something wrong with your throat?" No, nothing is wrong. But my voice was sounding like that. So I said, "Yes, I have a hoarse in my throat. That is why I have a hoarse throat." Alex gave this topic, but Alex is not here. Alex gave the topic to speak on gender equality, but she is not here. So sad. So sad. Too bad. Pita, I'm going to send you a screenshot of something, okay? Mm, I'm going to send you a screenshot of something. Two, 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 82. Doo, 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 doo. Everybody, Pita, even Ia also was asking, and I think a few others asked me also, what happened? You had a hoarse voice, and I said, no, I had a hoss down my throat, and because the hoss was down my throat, therefore I had a hoarse voice. Even now, it's sounding little like that because maybe I'm sitting and talking, in bed. So maybe it is that way. I don't know, but it is more because I keep a low voice. I keep a low voice, so it comes out like a horse because I'm like almost whispering. I'm almost whispering. So it comes out like that as though I have a hoarse voice. But no, I don't have a hoarse voice. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Okay, Pita, this was on the 2nd of March. Okay, on the first thing I'm sending you is on 2nd of March. 2nd of March, okay? Pita. So look at the watch hours, 2nd of March, 2nd of March. Look at the watch hours, how much watch hours it is saying. So you see, Pita, for my live stream number 82, my live stream number 82, the watch hours was showing 6 hours, correct? For my live stream 82, the songs and singers, my live stream was showing 6 hours. Now today I'm looking at the same thing. Today I'm looking at the same thing and see what it is showing me now. Today I'm looking at the same thing and see what the watch hours are showing me. So today when I go to check the watch hours, it is showing me zero. It is showing me zero. When the thing was updated today, when the thing was updated, I only had 3 watch hours from yesterday to today. Only 3 hours, watch hours. YouTube gave me only 3 watch hours. What happened to the 6 watch hours? What happened to that? I only got three. That's why I'm saying no. I cannot understand YouTube. I cannot understand YouTube. What is showing 6 hours is showing 0 hours today. How? I don't understand really. It's not fair, it's not right. Whatever YouTube policy is, it's not right. So, certain things are not right. So that's it. The 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 mystery of the horse, the mystery of the horse throat, the mystery of the horse throat. Big mystery, big mystery, big mystery solved. It was very difficult because it's a wooden house and the voice is carrying very easily. Like I can hear the TV going on. So, and there is a toilet, a washroom behind me, and then comes my granddaughter's room. But yet she said, "Yes, Grandpa, I can hear you." And I was whispering. I was whispering. Today I'm talking loud. Today I'm talking loud, but yesterday I was whispering, but she said she can hear me. So that's a big difference, you know. That's a big difference. Hey, Mr. Alex. Wow, you just got up. How's your shoulder, Alex? How's your shoulder? How's your shoulder, Alex? Hey, miso de, miso de, miso de, miso de, miso de, miso de. The Caribbean Disco Show. Do, 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 do. Daylight come and I wanna go home. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Hey, Miso Deo, the Caribbean Disco Show. Mayong buntag, mayong buntag pita, mayong buktab, Alex. Wow, imagine getting up now. Whoa. I can never get up, even if I go to sleep late. I can go to sleep late, but I can never get up late. I can never sleep late. Like maximum 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock is the maximum. I will jump up out of bed. Just suddenly I will jump out of bed. But I can never sleep late in bed. But my usual time for getting up is like 5 o'clock. Sometimes 4 o'clock. My sleep breaks at 4 o'clock also. So yeah. So so tell me, Alex, come on. This is your topic. Alex, this is your topic. What do you want to say about gender equality? Come on, Alex, this is your topic. What do you want to say about gender equality? I was hoping you would come on. Since I met you, baby, my whole life has changed. Oh, main site has joined the third family member. The third family member has finally joined. So, Alex, tell me, what are your views on gender equality? Come on, Alex, this is your topic. What is your views on gender equality? I said a lot about my views. I said a lot about my views. Go back and watch the replay. I can mention it again, some things, but I want to hear your views first on gender equality. Pita also had a lot to say on gender equality. So some things I agree with, but some things I do not agree with. But that is her view, so it's okay. But I guess it is a cultural problem with Philippines. That's what I just feel. It's more of a cultural, cultural norm, not a problem. Let me say cultural norm with Filipino women. It's a cultural norm that they accept any crap that is given to them, they accept it. And I don't think that's the correct thing to do. No, nobody should be ill treated or mistreated and take it. Nobody, no, nobody deserves that. Nobody, especially when they are very hardworking, very hardworking, very caring, very loyal, very committed to their family. They should not never be treated like that. So, Alex, come on now. What is your opinion of gender equality? It's okay. You can comment now. You can comment now because I thought you have a lot to say on this topic. So you didn't miss the topic. It is still the topic for this live stream. This is the topic, gender equality. So you haven't missed it. We are still talking about gender equality. That is the topic for today. Gender equality. You can go back and listen to what my opinion is and Maya's opinion, Pita's opinion. Now I'm waiting to hear your opinion on gender equality. Since I met you, baby, my whole life has changed. Since I met you, baby, my whole life has changed. Since I met you, baby, my whole life has changed. I forget. I forget the words. Actually, the last two lines ends with something else, but I have forgotten the words. See, my son-in-law and daughter has come home, and I could hear their voice. See, I can hear their voice that they have come home. So you see how it carries, the voice carries. And they're not shouting, they just said hello as they came inside, but I can hear. I can hear that they have come, voice carries. That's why in the night it's difficult to do, or early morning difficult to do live streaming over here. But I'm thinking I will come every day. No, even if I come at 8 o'clock in the morning, I think I have to start live stream at about 7:30 in the morning will be 10:30 night for Philippine time. And that's difficult to stay awake on a weekday, right? But what to do? Thank you, Pita. Thank you for coming all out over here. Chona! Hello, Chona. So nice to see you. Good morning to you. Chona, you also got up just now? Chona, did you also get up just now? Since I met you, baby, my whole life has changed. Since I met you, baby, My whole life has changed. I do 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 do. I can I can tell nobody. I can what is it? Some words. My troubles too. Okay, at last Alex has written. Gender equality is first and foremost a human right. It implies that women and men of all classes and races participate as equals and have equal value. Yes, yes, Alex, yes, I strongly support that. And that is why I also partially disagreed with Pita. Because no, I feel both are equal. Both are equal. And I even pointed out to Pita Genesis chapter 1, verses 27 and 28. Even in the Bible, it says that. Even in the Bible, it says Adam and Eve were created equally in the image of God and they were given equal responsibilities. Stephen is at work. Stephen is at work and he's so sweet of him. They are not allowed to use phones in the company. They are really not allowed to use their phones in the company, but he still switched on and he said he would leave his phone on, but he cannot interact. But he said he will leave his phone on. He's a supervisor in the company now for the last 20 years or 10 years. But uh, last 20 years, I think he's the supervisor. So, some facility and privileges, I guess, is okay with him. But he cannot do video shooting. He cannot do video shooting in the company. So, yeah, so sweet of him. He said he will keep the video on because he will. Now it is 6:30. So for him it is only 4:30. For me it is no. For me it's not 6:30. For me it is. For me it is 4:30. Yeah, for me it is 4:30. For me it is 4:30. But for Stephen it is 6:30. Hey, it's 6:30 for Stephen. That means he should be home by now. He should be home. I think he has a night shift, so he should be home by now. Yeah. I think Stephen is on night shift and he should be home by now. 6:30. He finishes work at 5:30 and like usually by 5:45 or so, 6 o'clock latest, he's at home. So I agree with you. I agree with you, Alex. I agree with you. But Alex, tell me, Alex, why is why are Filipino women so backward to go forward? Why are Filipino women so backward to go forward? Why do Filipino women, when their husbands leave them, they don't complain, they don't say anything, they just take it quietly on themselves to take care of themselves and their kids? Why don't they make a complaint? Why don't they, complain against their husbands? And why does that not happen in the Philippines? I don't understand why. Do you have any answer for that? Do you have any reason for that? Why do Filipinos not complain? The women not complain when the husbands leave them and start another family. Because, like Pita was saying, it is the fault of the women, they don't complain. But okay, but why? Why? It's not just one woman not complaining, it's everybody. As far as I see, nobody complains. Why? No, I've not read that book. I've not read that book, and I don't think I want to read it also. But tell me, in your opinion, no, I have not read that book. But tell me, in your opinion, why are the Filipino women so laid back and they don't complain when their husbands leave them? They don't complain. Why? Ah, Chona, you are going to church now. Okay, go to church. Pray hard in church. See you when you come back from church. So tell me, Alex, why? What is not true? I didn't understand. That is not true. What is not true? I didn't understand. Do you mean Filipino women when their husbands leave them for another woman and start another family? It's not true that the women don't complain. Can you elaborate on what you said? What that is not true? What is not true? So do you mean most of the Filipino women do make a complaint against their husbands? Is that what you mean? They most of the Filipino women they do make a complaint with their husbands? I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think so. Because if they did that today, Philippines would have had a divorce implemented long ago. If that was the case, they would have the divorce implemented a long ago. No, Chona, I'm not a singer. I'm only a bathroom singer. I I am only a bathroom singer. I'm only a bathroom singer. Alex, I do not see any organization in the Philippines helping married, separated Filipinos. I don't see any organization in the whole of Philippines who are supporting these kind of women, who are campaigning for them, who are fighting against the government for them. I do not see any organization like that in the whole of Philippines. I may be wrong, but from the four times that I visited, I have seen. I don't think there is any organization fighting for women's rights in the Philippines. Period. That's what I feel. Because if there was an active movement by the Filipino women who are married and separated, they could shake the government. They could shake the government, and divorce would have been implemented years ago. But no, it's not happened. For so many years, the divorce law has been lying with the government, and nobody has made a decision till today. Nobody. And apart from Vatican, Philippines is the only country in the world with not having divorce, apart from Vatican. But Vatican is the Pope, so that is different. But Philippines is the only other country in the world that doesn't give divorce. And that is so stupid, really, so stupid it is. And if what you are saying is absolutely true, then There should be many organizations who are fighting for the equal rights of the women, but that is not happening in Philippines. There are no organizations who are fighting and advocating for the women who are married and separated. Give them, because if they are going to fight with a lawyer, they don't have the money, correct? They don't have the money. Lawyers are very expensive in the Philippines, so they don't have the money for that. Even if tomorrow the divorce bill is passed, even if tomorrow the divorce bill is passed, most of the Filipino married separated women are very poor. They will not be able to afford the lawyer's fees. That is why I'm saying, where are the organizations fighting for the women's right in Philippines? Where? No organization is doing that, as far as I know, because there is an organization, they are a sleeping organization. If there is an organization, I think that's a sleeping organization. Nobody is really doing it because these women are really suffering. Do you know? Do you know of any cases, Alex? Do you know of any cases where a Filipino woman has complained and the husband is in jail? Have you heard of any cases like that? It should be happening in the whole country, not one or two isolated cases. It should be happening in the whole country. If there is a law, like Pita said, there is a law, but women don't complain. But if there is a law, why are the women not complaining? Why are the women weak? Why are they not complaining? The thing is, the Filipino women are too, what should I say? Uh, I think it's a cultural thing. Like, they are submissive. That's the word I would use. Filipino women are too submissive, and that is why they do not complain. I think if in a barangay, if there are 100 Filipino married, separated women, and if 100 of them go to the barangay chief and make a complaint together, the chief has to take some action and pass it on to somebody higher up. And if they keep on every week they go and storm the barangay chief's office for a reply. In the end, somebody will have to come down to the barangay, right? From the administration, they will have to come. Or the 100 women will join with another 100 and another 100 and another 100 from all the barangays in that province. And they all will go to the local government. So there will be thousands of people going to the local government and storming the local government office demanding for a solution. It's not happening. It's not happening. And if there are organizations who are helping, I don't think they are helping enough, right? Because this problem has been going on for hundreds of years right till now. It's still going on. So if there are only what do you call it, if there are only isolated cases, that is not the answer, right? That is not the answer. That's not the answer. Isolated cases is not the answer. I'll tell you something. I wrote to a lawyer. I wrote to a lawyer and I just gave a hypothetical case. Okay. I told the lawyer, supposing there is a Filipino woman. Just listen to this. I asked the lawyer, supposing there is a Filipino woman who's married and separated for the last 10 years. Okay. She's married and separated for the last 10 years. She wants to get a letter from the husband. She wants to get a letter because there is a thing. If you get a letter from your husband saying that he is now separated from you, he is never coming back to you, and just as he has started his own family, he gives you the right and the authority to start your own family. If he can give that letter, if he can give that kind of a letter, then the married separated woman can still be with another man legally. Morally, it might be wrong, but legally, if they get that letter, they can be with another married man Legally, they can be staying together without any problem. But the letter must be from the husband. So when I wrote to the lawyer and said, like, if the husband refuses to give this letter, how can the woman get it? You know what the lawyer said? She said, we can we can liaise on behalf of the Filipino woman. We can do it, but the charges are per hour. The charges are per hour. Why? This is money making racket by the lawyers, money making racket. Just to get a letter? No. The thing is, for every talk, if they talk with us, they will charge by the hour. If they talk with us, if they write a letter, they will charge by the hour for the letter. Each time they correspond with the husband, they will charge us. They will charge us for it. Each time they correspond with us, they will charge us for it. So, they will keep delaying the matter. If that is the case, what the lawyer should be writing one letter to the husband, a very, very strong letter, that he will face criminal charges if he doesn't give the letter. That's it. That is enough to frighten the husband to do it. Because the husband who has left for 10 or 15 years and started another family, he knows that he can be prosecuted for that because it is illegal for him to have been married, and without having the marriage annulled, he has already gone and started another family and having kids from another woman. So he is liable for a total prosecution compared to the woman who has only been looking after her kids from that time. But this is what the lawyer wrote to me and said. That means the lawyer is only charging money, right? Can a Filipino afford that kind of money? I wanted to see, I wanted to see what is this rule and regulation. So this is what the lawyer said, and this is a well-known lawyer, a well-known, reputed lawyer, a female lawyer. Believe me, a female lawyer saying something like this. It means she doesn't care about her own females. She doesn't care about the women who are suffering. That is the attitude of a female lawyer. I can imagine the attitude of a male lawyer then, correct? Sad it is. Sad. It is a very sad case in Philippines. A very sad case. But honestly, that is what the woman lawyer told me. It's not fair, it's not fair. That's why I cannot agree that there are organizations who are there to help such kind of women. No, I don't think there are any organizations, or they are just in name, just to make money whatever way they can make money. Because if that organization was strong, if that organization was strong, in India, for example, in India, it took one man by the name of Mahatma Gandhi. One man by the name of Mahatma Gandhi. He was a learned scholar. He did his education from South Africa. He studied law in South Africa. If you see his old photographs when he was a student of law, how well he was dressed in his barrister clothes and everything. But when he returned to India, you should see how he was dressed when he returned to India. Bare body with only a cloth around his waist, only a cloth around his waist. And he started the Quit India movement. He started the Quit India movement to get the British out of India. He was put into prison many times and come out. But finally, because of him, India gained independence. One man, one man. And if you say in Philippines there are organizations, what are they doing? Nothing. Nothing they are doing. So that is why I cannot agree, if anybody says that there are organizations, there are weak women, but there are others who are doing it. I find it very hard to believe that, because that country is suffering. That country is really suffering. And I think the last divorce bill was supposed to be in favor. It was supposed to be in favor, but I think it's still lying in Parliament for the last 1.5 year. And fortunately or unfortunately, uh, Duterte Duterte's term of, being a president, his term of ruling came away, and somebody else was appointed. Right, there was a change in government, so now that it become worse, because if a change in government, so Duterte's government cannot do anything about it now, and the new government will not bother about it. Right, so yeah, really, I don't agree. I don't agree, because if one man could get freedom for India, and even look at Philippines history. Philippines fought very hard because Philippines was always dominated by foreign rule, always dominated by foreign rule. And so many countries, even like Japan and all, took so much of advantage of the Filipinos, right? The Filipino, I've seen true movies, how the Filipinos have joined forces even with Americans. They joined forces with Americans to get Japanese and Chinese and everybody out of their country. But then what did America do? America exploited also the Filipinos, right? But still today, till today, Americans are very, very are given great importance in Philippines. If you are an American citizen, you can be Canada, you can be UK, you can be Australia. But if you're a UK, if you're a US citizen with a US passport, you get a lot of facilities in Philippines. So Philippine government still values the US so much, like So, but no, they are not doing anything for its people, for these kind of people. The men are enjoying. The Filipino men, they are enjoying life. They can have 10 wives. They can have hundreds of kids with those 10 wives. But yet, every family where they have ruined, those families are really suffering. Are really suffering. It's very sad. Maya, Maya vlog. Nice of you to pass by, Maya. Very good. We are having a very big debate, and I am not agreeing with many things. I am not from Philippines. I am not from Philippines, but the things I see happening over there, I cannot agree. I cannot agree. I cannot agree, because it's a very sad situation. It's extremely sad. It's extremely sad. Happy Sunday. Yes. So Maya, tell me, what is your topic? What do you think about today's topic? Gender equality. What do you think about today's topic? What is your opinion? Gender equality. Should men and women be treated equal? Gender equality. Should men and women be treated equal? What is your opinion? Tell me. What is your opinion? Should men and women be treated equally? What is your opinion? Let me hear it. I would love to hear your opinion. And Alex, yes, you can watch the replay and then you can speak. I know it's very difficult, cannot type fast. For me, I'm speaking, it is okay. But you cannot type fast, I understand. And you cannot type long also, you're right? I understand. So if you want, give me a call on Messenger, give me a call and tell me whatever you have to say. I'm interested in this topic, especially regarding Philippines. I'm really interested in this thing about married separated women. I really feel for them. I really feel for them. But I know if I'm in the Philippines and I start something like this, I will be kicked out of the country, right? If I'm in Philippines and I start a movement like this, I will be kicked out of the country. So but I've been trying to find organizations so I can write to them and I can speak with them and I can find out why is there such a delay, why is there such a delay. But I give you the example. One man started a movement in India, and because of him, India got independence. One man. And as I was saying, even the Philippines, they got rule of their own country because there were a small group of people that fought hard. They fought hard to get freedom for Philippines, right? They fought hard to get freedom for Philippines. That's the kind of organization you need. You need a strong organization who are really committed, to their work. That's the kind of organization you need. Not an organization who's looking only to get fame, to get famous or something like, and show that they are helping. No, you need a strong organization with committed people, really committed. If a female lawyer can turn around and tell me that I will charge you by the hour, what is that? Charging by the hour, what is that? Even people who have asked for annulment, why is it a long process? Because the lawyer is making money. The lawyer is making money. And why is the lawyer making money? Because the government is helping the lawyer to make money. Annulment is a long process, and even after the long process, there is no guarantee, right? There is no guarantee that the Pinay will get annulment. After spending all that money, after spending maybe 10 years, there is still no guarantee that they will get the annulment. It can be rejected. And who's encouraging this? Government. Because of the government policy, the lawyers are taking advantage and making money, right? Lawyers are making money from the rich Filipinos who can afford it. And who's worried about the poor Filipinos who cannot afford it? Who's worried about them? Nobody. Nobody is worried. So, Maya, what is your opinion about gender equality? What is your opinion? I don't need nobody to tell my troubles to. I don't need nobody to tell my troubles to. But since the day I met you, my whole world has changed. Another Freddie Fender number. I don't know. I love this guy's song, man. Freddie Fender. I love his songs. I love his songs. Very nice way he has of singing. Freddie Fender. Do, 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 do. Do, Venus. Since I met you, baby, my whole life has changed. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Okay, it's just 5 o'clock in the evening for me, and 7 o'clock in the morning, 8 o'clock in the morning for Philippines, right? It is 8 o'clock in the morning for Philippines. 8 o'clock morning, Sunday. 8 o'clock morning, Sunday. For me, it is 5 o'clock evening, Saturday. I am sorry to offend Ma'am Alex. Her view is on the community she lives in, while here in Mindanao, it is completely different. It was really about cultural differences. Yes, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying it is actually the problem is with the culture in Philippines. It's the problem with the culture in Philippines. And I don't think you have offended her. I don't think you have offended her. I think she is disagreeing with me. I don't think you have offended her, Pita. I think she's disagreeing with me. She says my opinion is different from her opinion, not yours. I think she says my opinion is different because I said there is no organization and she said there is an organization. And I said Filipinos are weak, they do not complain about their husbands. And she says that no, there are Filipinos that complain about their husbands. She's saying there are Filipinos that complain about the husband. So she's not disagreeing with you, Pita. She's disagreeing with what I am saying. And of course, I'm a foreigner. I do not know much about Philippine laws. I am only saying from what I have seen. I am saying from what I have seen. I am speaking from what I have discussed with some of the married separated women. Because remember, I have been I've been for the last 4 years, I have been on the Filipino market. I've been on the Filipino market for finding a life partner for last 4 years. I have come across many married separated women. I've come across many married separated women, and I've been asking them the same questions as to why they do not speak against their husbands, why they do not get this letter from their husbands that they are, just as he has started a family, he lets his wife also start her own family. She's free from that. Why they don't give that letter? I have been asking so many of the married, separated Filipino women, and not even one came back and said that no, we complained with the barangay. No, we did ask our husband for the letter. No, we did try to do this. You know, Nobody has told me that because they say it is of no use. They say it is of no use. So I am only speaking from what I have, information I have obtained from the Filipino married separated community in Philippines. Because through the dating site, I've come across so many people. I never knew this law was there before. When I first came to Philippines in 2019, I never knew about this law. It was only much later on that I came to know because I was watching more YouTubers, more vloggers, and the first time I came across it was the Filipino P. She has this lawyer, and I came to know from that lawyer that all these other rules and regulations in the Philippines. I only came to know that much later on after the COVID. After COVID, I came to know about that. I did not know about all that before. So through the dating sites, when I came across anybody, especially from Philippines, you know, I always ask them that question. So much so, even in Thailand, I asked the people the same question. Oh, you're married and separated. I'm not too sure about the law in Philippines. It's not. I'm sorry about the law in Thailand. It's not so strict. You can live with a married, separated Thai woman. You can live with a married, separated Thai woman. No problem. No problem in Thailand. But Philippines, there is a big problem between that. Philippines is, I think even the lawyer said that even though the husband has left and started his own family, right? But if a foreigner gets involved with his wife, he has the right to come, bash up, half murder the foreigner, but the cops will not do anything to him because it's the fault of the foreigner, because that's the Filipino law. If a woman is married and separated, she cannot be living with any other man. Period. That's the law in Philippines. She cannot be living on a regular basis with another man. Period. That is the Filipino law. And it gives the right to the husband, even if the husband, and correct me if I'm wrong, but this I've heard from the lawyer, that even if the husband is married and has his own family, another family, he can come and bash up the foreigner and half kill the foreigner, or break his hands and legs and put him into hospital for life. But no action will be taken against because he has the full right to do it. That is Filipino law, what I heard from the lawyer, from a Filipino female lawyer. And I heard from many other cases, they always warn the foreigner, please do not get involved with a married Filipino woman who is separated. They always say it is better for your safety. There are many single ones, there are many young ones who are single. Take advantage of that and fall in love and get married with anybody, but not with a married, separated Filipino woman. I've seen this on many vloggers. I've heard it from a couple of lawyers and organizations also, who have said the same thing. And they've quoted the Filipino laws, and I went in to check that Filipino laws. It's very clearly stated over there. So why is it that the man can go and enjoy life with another woman and start kids with that woman? He doesn't even support his previous kids. He doesn't even support his previous kids. He doesn't support them financially or in any way. He doesn't support them. But if he's got money to have kids in another family, he surely has money to support his previous kids, right? And they are his kids. They are his kids. So, he's so bloody morally, he's so this that he doesn't even bother about his own kids. And you know what? If he leaves one woman for another woman, tomorrow he can leave that woman for a third woman and leave the third woman for a fourth woman. Because why? Nobody is doing anything to him, right? Nobody is doing anything to him, not even the government. So, I find it very hard to believe all this. So, uh, uh, Pita, it is me, not you. It is me. It is me. But I am only trying to understand from what I have heard, from what I have seen, and from what I have read. Correct? I am only giving my opinion from that. I don't live in Philippines. I don't know about Philippines, but I'm giving you based on what I have seen, what I have read, and what I have heard. I'm giving you that. So, because I don't know, I feel very sad. I feel very sad when people are abused. I feel very sad when people are abused, when people do not get their rights, for basic things, and when they have to go through a hard life. I've seen one blogger, I've seen on one YouTube blog, there's this Pinay mother. She was first married. I think she had about two or three kids from the first wife, from the first husband. Then the first husband leaves her and he starts a family somewhere else. And after some time, she finds another man who seems to be very caring. And then she has some more kids by that man. And then after some time, that man also leaves her. And the eldest one is a 15-year-old. The eldest one, the eldest child in the family from the first husband, is only a 15-year-old, very pretty girl, but she has to do all odd jobs and she has to stay at home. She cannot go to school. For many years, she couldn't go to school. Like at that time, she was 15 years when the video was being shot. And she has to take care of the house. She has to take care of the kids. She has to take care of cooking the food. She has to take care of washing everything. So, from about 11 to 15 years, she's been doing all this work, sitting at home, no studying. Because why? The mother is not qualified. So when she gets to do some laundry work, she's going and doing laundry work so she can get some money to put food on the table for the kids. And so she does some laundry work, she does some shopping work, she does some cooking work, she does some caretaker work. She's doing any kind of work just so she can get money to take care. Now, do you think that person that made that video on YouTube, made that video, is lying? All of them are lying? You think so? No, it cannot be, right? It cannot be. But yet, both the men who married her and went away, you know, and not like she's a very beautiful looking woman or something, or maybe she looked very beautiful, but now because of the hard work, the hard labor, she's looking so old. She's young. She's hardly about 35, 36, 40 at the time the video was shot. you know, and yet she's gone through so much of hardship and suffering. So, immediately you identify, how sad the situation is for somebody like that, somebody who's poor, who's uneducated, who doesn't have the money. So why is the government not stepping in to help? The man is enjoying his life, but the woman is suffering. And ultimately, who was suffering? The kids are suffering, all the kids. And yet, I'm telling you why my heart goes out. Because when the video was being shot, it's not put on. That's one thing about Filipinos. It comes from the heart, it comes genuine. And you can see those children are still so happy. Those children are really so happy. They, oh my God, what to tell you? That video stands out in my mind so clearly. They were having rice, and what did they put into the rice? Uh, I think they just put water like kanji, like kanji. They put water in, not rice also, man, not rice. It was something else. Oh my God, it was something like rice, but no, no, not rice, but something like that. And they just put water into it, and they were eating. And by mistake, one of the younger ones knocked the glass. He knocked the glass, and it all fell. It all fell on the table. So how the other children took out little, little, little from their glass. They took out little, little, little and put. They did not eat from the table. Huh? What fell, it fell down and flow and all. They did not. But they took out little, little from their glasses and they put it into that fellow for the youngest one and gave him to eat. And the mother said that so many days, sometimes she goes starving for 2 or 3 days. She goes starving because she gets enough money to just give her kids the food. And she has been starving for a long time. This is, I've seen this because there is an organization. I mean, there is a small organization who are helping these kind of women. They're helping these kind of women to give them food and everything. So they do this video shooting. It's a channel. It's a video channel, YouTube channel, and it's a small organization. And they do this helping these kind of poor people. And then they went and bought a lot of stock of, they bought about like 3-4 bags of rice and all those kind of things they bought, and they gave it. Yes, I don't get the I subscribe to it, but I do not get video. I haven't got a videos from them long time. I'll see if I can find it. If I can find it, I will put the link one day. If I find it, I will put the link one day. But that is okay. You are helping them to get rice and give them some basic food and all. You are helping, that's good. But that is not really going to help the people. What my thing is like, why is the man getting away with murder but the women are suffering? That's what my thing is. Why does the man get away with murder but the women are suffering? And those are his kids. But that means he's only there for fun, right? As long as he can make use of the wife and have his pleasure, he's happy. When he finds that things are not working out, he'll go somewhere else and get a younger woman, right? Because he knows he doesn't have to worry about his kids. He can have 100 kids, but he's not going to be paying for those 100 kids. So why worry, right? Why worry? That kind of man needs to suffer. That kind of man should be punished. He should have it cut off. Like Mrs. Bobbitt. I don't know if you ever heard of the story about Mrs. Bobbitt. She cut off her husband's thing. She cut it off. Mrs. Bobbitt. In US, it happened years ago. Years ago. So, so that is what I'm trying to understand. Because I really feel bad. I feel bad. I always give this example. You know, When I was in Caloocan, one boy came to buy one candy. He bought one candy, 1 peso. 1 peso, one candy. As he was opening the wrapper, the candy fell down into a drain and sand and all was there. He picked it up and he was trying to clean it. The sand will not come off that candy. He was trying to clean it. When I saw it, I went there and I tapped his hand. I tapped his hand and I let the candy fall. And then I kicked it one side so he doesn't take it. I said, no, wait. And I felt, if he cries and all, then finished. They will say, why did I hit his hand, But I just tapped it to drop the candy. So I bought him 10 candies. Okay, 10 peso, 10 candies. 10, what is 10 peso? Nothing, right? I bought him 10 candies. You know what he did? When he had one candy, he opened to eat it. But when I gave him 10 candies, he quickly ran to his friends. He ran to his friends and he began sharing with his friends. That is the true Filipino. That is the true Filipino. When he had one candy, he was eating it himself. But when he had 10 candies, he did not bother about himself. He was so happy, he went to share first with his friends. That's my first experience. My first experience with what Filipino culture is like, what Filipino life. You learn it from the children. You learn it from the children. Children are the innocent people. Children are very innocent. You learn from the children, and that's what I learned. I was so this from that time onwards. From that time onwards, I decided if I ever come to live in the Philippines, I'm not rich. I'm not rich, and no matter how rich you are, and give money to somebody, money money can buy some things, but money is not everything. You know, but I'm in the education line, right? I'm a teacher, so I can teach kids. I can teach them. I can help them to learn, help them to speak better English. I can do it all free of charge, right? I can help them. So I always decided from that April 2019 when I first came to Philippines, I always decided if I ever come, because I wanted to come and settle in Philippines before, so if ever I get a chance to come, I always said I will help. Now later on I came to know there is a rule in Philippines also that a man cannot be seen alone with a Filipino child. A man, even if tomorrow you are a living in partner, let's say, okay, you are living in partner with with a Pine, all right, but you still cannot be alone with a child. Maybe till you get married or whatever it is, I don't know, but like there is that kind of law. Okay, I've heard it from lawyers also. There is the law, so that is also another problem. But if I'm able to overcome that problem, I can still teach. I don't have to be alone. The parents can be there, or the mother can be there, or father, or elder brother, sister, can be there. Adult, somebody who's an adult can also be there. And I can help these kids, I can help these kids. I can teach them. I can improve their English, so that it's better in life. They can have something better in life, like, and from that when I started YouTube, then also I dedicated myself. I said, whatever money I make on this YouTube of mine, this button channel, whatever money I make on this YouTube, I will help to send some poor Filipino children through university. Whatever money I get, I will use it for that. I'm not keeping anything for myself. I will use everything, because I don't have money now to give, like in charity. I don't have money. You need an income to do work like this. You need a good income to do work like this. And when I started YouTube channel, then I decided that I dedicate my YouTube channel, whatever money I make in future from monetization, all that money will go to help any poor Filipino child to get a college degree, to get a university degree. How much I get, that much I can pay, right? I may not be able to pay the full amount. I don't know, you know, but I want to give like a little to many children, and not just give to one child. I want to, because I also believe that the child or the parents, whoever it is, must make some effort to also get money to put in. Then they value it. If somebody is paying the full fees, the child and the parents will not value it. That is what I have seen in my whole life in education. I've got over 40 years experience as a teacher. So I have seen when you give somebody free, they kick against it. They do not value it. But if they are paying, even if they are paying like little bit of money, it is they know how important it is for that money they are paying, because it's very difficult to get that money. Then they begin to value. They begin to value. And like the other day, someone asked me, "Oh, so you will give the money to the students and they will pay the fees?" And I said, "No, I will make sure the money is given directly to the organization, to the university or to the school or wherever it is. I will be paying them directly for the child. I will not give the money through the parents or the child. They will waste it. I will give it directly to the organization, the school or the university. It will be paid directly to them." So I started the YouTube channel, and that was my main thing, that I will use the money to help. Because from that first day when I saw that little boy with the candy, it taught me a very valuable lesson, very valuable lesson. I saw what is the poverty state, but I also saw the heart of the Filipino. Through that child, I saw the heart of the Filipino. And my heart went out to that boy. How he took the 10 candies and went to share with his friends. How he went to share with his friends. He didn't think about himself. He had a lot. He went to share with his friends. you know that's why I trusted many Filipinos, but I got cheated. I only got cheated. Then I stopped trusting. I stopped trusting. I stopped helping. That time I was still working, so it was okay, but then I stopped. So yeah, so that is the thing. That's why I feel. That's why I feel a lot. I feel a lot, I feel a lot. So nice. Yeah, Maya, Alex, so many of you came here. Stephen, Dell. I hope Dell, Stephen, they can leave their comments later on. They can leave their comments also on this topic. I said when I'm in Philippines, I'm going to go around and find out organizations, for this thing, the downtrodden Filipino marriage separated women. I want to find organizations who are doing what work they are doing. I want to find out. I want to really promote this. I want to promote this. I want I want this awareness to come. I cannot show myself, or that I'll be kicked out of the country. But I will do it from through others. Through others I will do it. Through others I will do it. I want to start a big campaign about this, through others. But I must get somebody with strong courage, strong determination, who are ready to do it. That is why, Alex, if you know of anybody who has gone and complained, I would like to know. Okay, they complained. What action was taken? What was finally done? I'd like to know about all that. And then I can get those people involved to help me. I can get those people involved to help me. Power of women is very strong. Power of women is very strong, but you have to be united. You have to come together. You have to come together and stand firm. You have to do that. So I will do that when I'm in Philippines. If I get an opportunity, I'm going to do that very quietly. Stay in the background, because it's really very bad. Very bad. Oh, Pita has written something in Sharjah. In Sharjah law, women is always under the men's authority in the house. In fact, man can marry until 4 legal marriages. Okay, Pita, I would like to make a correction on that. It's not the law of Sharjah. It's not the law of Sharjah. It's not the law of any of the Arab countries. It's not the law of any of the Arab countries. That is the law of the Muslim religion. The law of the Muslim religion. A Muslim man can take up to 4 wives. A Muslim man can take up to four wives. But there are also many, many conditions for that. It's not like the man saying, "Oh, I don't like this woman," or "I'm tired of this woman. I will marry another one and then I'll marry another one." No, the law very clearly states, the Quran, okay, in the Quran. So it very clearly states, that's one thing about the Muslim Quran book. It tells you what you can do and what you cannot do. Very clearly, it gives what you can do and what you cannot do. And even if you cannot do something, there are certain things that you can do so that it is possible. There are certain things that you can do. Just for a small example, they have to fast during Ramadan, right? During Ramadan, they have to fast. But if a woman is pregnant, it's not possible for her to fast because it can affect the child, right? So she doesn't fast during Ramadan. But later on in life, preferably, preferably within the first year before the next Ramadan, preferably within the first year before the next Ramadan, she needs to fast. She needs to fast. But if she cannot because she's physically weak or whatever it is, then it's okay. She can fast at any other time. She can fast at any other time to make up for that. So, they have rules and regulations of what you can do, what you cannot do, but even what you cannot do, then you can do it at some time. So, they have. That's one thing about the Muslim. So, even to take four wives, there are rules and there are conditions. First of all, the man must be capable of giving equally love, financial support, affection, whatever you call it. He needs to do all those things for each of the wives and each of the children he has. If he cannot handle that, he cannot do it. That's the conditions. If he cannot handle it, he cannot do it. So it's not like give a lot to the second wife and children and don't worry about the first wife and the children. No, it's not that way. He has to give equal. That is provided in their law, the Quran law, not the Sharjah, not the Arab country. It's in their religion, the religious law. He has to provide equally for each of the four wives and each of the children he has from the four wives. Only if he can afford to do that, he can marry a second, a third, and a fourth. Only if he can afford to do that. Some of them just do it. Some of them just do it, but I'm telling you the real law, religious law of the Muslims. All right. So he can only do it on that condition. Secondly, even to sleep with his four wives, he has to do it on different days. He has to do it on different days with different wives. He has to give them all the same treatment. He cannot just be sleeping with one wife and not with the others. He has to do it with all his four wives. He has to give them equal physical affection. He has to give them equal physical affection. Third condition is he also has to inform his first wife or the second wife that he's taking a second or a third wife. He has to inform them. He has to get their consent because ultimately they all have to live in the same house with him. So he has to get also the consent that, and he has to give them proper reasons as to why he's taking a second wife or a third wife or a fourth wife. He has to give. So, Pita, there are there are conditions laid down by the Muslim law, the religious law. There are conditions laid down. So, for taking on up to four wives. So, unless he fulfills those conditions, he cannot do it. If he is financially not rich, if he's financially not rich and he cannot support four wives and all the kids, he cannot do it. Under law, he cannot do it. If they complain, he will get into problems. If they complain, he will get into problems. So, you know, I know. Hi, Stephen, passing by again. Good, Stephen. Stephen, you're on night duty, right? You're on night duty, so you must be home now, right? But I know you, when you're home, you have other things to see to also. But thanks for passing by again, Stephen. Thank you. Uh, we are on a very, we are on a very good topic. Good to see the replay. We are on a very good topic, and I want more input in this topic. Of course, we have gone off to a separate branch of the topic, but I want more information on this. I want to see if the information I have is fully wrong. Alex says, I am fully wrong. Alex says I'm fully wrong. So I want to know. She said, like, our opinions are totally opposite. So I want to know what is wrong in what I am thinking. I want to know so I can correct myself, correct? I want to know what is wrong in how I am thinking about this situation so I can correct myself. If I am wrong, I would like to correct myself. But I don't feel I am wrong. At the moment, I don't feel I am wrong in whatever I have heard, whatever I've seen, and whatever I have witnessed, So I don't think I'm wrong, but I could be wrong, okay? And I'm willing to change that. But it's a very important topic that we are having today. Written, yes, but implementation doesn't exist actually. But still, this is where I come down to the basic thing. Woman must complain. Woman must complain. If the woman sits down and she is accepting whatever ill treatment she gets from the husband, she's willing to accept it. So it's the woman's fault, nobody else's fault. And I don't understand why a Filipino woman who's an educated person has to behave in this manner. No, why can't she stand up and fight for a right? Is what I don't understand. I can understand the poor people, but I don't understand why well educated, working Filipino women cannot stand up for their right. So that is difficult for me to understand. Yes, I said it also, Pita. I agree. I said many people they are poor, but still they are having four wives. But that is against even the Muslim law. That is against the Muslim law. If any of the wives complain, they complain to the in the Muslim mosque. If they complain to the imams, okay, the imams are the high priests. If they complain, action can be taken against the man because he's not giving equal rights to everybody. He is not doing that. It's against the Muslim law. He can be penalized by the Muslim law, not by the government, by the Muslim law, by the imams of the mosque. He can be penalized for that. He can be penalized for that, and the other women can be set free. But he would have to support them. He would have to support them. It's kind of like divorce, no? And for the Muslims, it's very easy. For the Muslim, just say talak, 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 and finish. Three times you say and finish, you're divorced. It's a very simple thing, to the Muslims. Oh, hello, Joyce. Nice to see you, Joyce. Nice to see you, Joyce. I am out, but I am listening to the discussion on gender equalities. Lively discussion. Yes, we have moved from gender equality. We have gone to a subdivision talking only about the Filipino women. We're talking only about the Filipino, and we are talking about the Filipino married, separated women. No, I really want to find out. I really want to find out more information. If I am wrong, as Alex says, I am wrong. So if I am wrong, I want to know what is the correct thing so I can change. I can change my views. I can change my views. If I am wrong, I can change my views. But I am talking from experience. I'm not a Filipino, but I'm talking from the experience I've had with talking to Filipino married women, married separated women, I should say, with married separated women, and with lawyers. Okay, with lawyers, I've had a communication with a lawyer, and I've seen on YouTube bloggers, I've seen also when they brought a lawyer for discussion. I've even seen that. So I'm talking from whatever I have seen, whatever I have heard, okay, and whatever people have told me, right? Experiences, what people have told me. So based on that only, I'm making my assumption. Based on that, I'm making my assumption. 'Cause I feel sad, I feel sad for the treatment that they are going through, and the kids. What I feel sad for the kids. I really feel sad for the kids. The kids don't deserve that. No, the kids don't deserve that. No, parents bring the kids into the world. It is the parents' responsibility to put the kid on their own feet. You know, it's the parents' responsibility. The kid didn't ask to come into the world, right? It was the parents that brought the kid. So it is the parents' responsibility to provide, give the kids a basic education and whatever they can afford, and then, let the kids, like we gave our kids a college degree. After that, we said, you want to become a postgraduate, you want to do any other profession, you want to do any professional degrees, all that is your money. We have done our best. We put you to high school and we paid for your college education. We made you graduates. After that, the journey is yours. After that, whatever you have to want to do, wherever you want to go, the rest is yours. Earn and pay. Earn and pay. But for the initial thing, school and graduation, we paid for it. My wife and I, we paid for it. We took loans. We never had the money. We took loans and all that. Loan and top of loans we took, and we gave them a good education. Finished. Our duty was over. Now it was their duty. And they have both done it. Both my son and daughter. They did post graduation. They did their certifications. They needed for their job. They needed certain certifications. They did everything on their own. So they worked and they paid for it. So up to graduation, we provided for them. You know, so that is important. But Philippines is a poor country, right? Majority of them are poor. So whatever they can afford. That is why I just want to help. I want to help, and I want to use this channel of mine to help. That's what I'm doing. That's why I came to Canada to meet the people and submit my pension papers so that my pension can start. My pension is not much. It's not much, but it's enough for me to live. Even if I have to live alone for the rest of my life, it's okay. I can manage. It'll be enough for me to live by myself. So, no problem about that. I'm okay with that. But yeah, I don't need a lot of money. I don't need a lot of money. But my YouTube channel, this YouTube channel of mine, I will be using to help any Filipino kid I can put through a college education. I will pay for that. I will pay for that. I can only pay how much I'm earning, right? Not more than that. So it might not cover a full education for them, but that much I can do. I can help out with whatever I'm earning on this channel. More than that, I cannot give. Because I want to keep my pension also to see different places in Philippines, and also to see a few more places in the world. I don't have many years to live, correct? So whatever remaining years I live, I want to make the best of it. Like my daughter always said, Daddy, you always work for the family. Now you should live for yourself. She always told me that. Daddy, now think of living for yourself. So now that my wife passed away, as long as my wife was there, I was still tied down, I was still tied down. I wanted to start my business in Dubai, but she said, come to, now we are old, we should stay together, the kids are big, you know. She never listened to me. In my business, I told her, you can come and join me. Let me set up my business, then you can come and join me. But no, she was determined I should go and settle in Canada with her. And that is why I went back. I went back to settle down. But then she passed away. So that is life. But my daughter said, Daddy, do live for yourself. Yeah, she said, now it's time you live for yourself. Enough you did for the family. We have seen it. Now you live for yourself. So that's what I'm doing. With my pension, I cannot manage in Canada. It's too expensive. So I've chosen like Thailand, and now I choose like Philippines to settle down. It's cheaper. I can manage with my With my this, I can live a decent life. Not comfortable. I can live a decent life, and that's enough. I don't need more. I don't need to stay in a big house. I don't need to stay in a two-bedroom apartment. No, I don't need a studio apartment. More than enough. More than enough for me. So yeah, so that is my future. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It is Saturday night. It is Saturday night. In Jamaica, it is about 5:44. In Jamaica, it is 5:44 in the evening, and for me in Vancouver, it is 7:44. Hmm. No, for me it is 7:44. Alberta, Vancouver, it is 7:44. For me, it is. Yeah. For me, for me it is 5:44. For Joyce, it is 7:44. Sorry, for me it is 5:44 in the evening. For Joyce, it is 7:44 in the evening. 7:45 now. So for me, it is 5:45 in the evening. For Joyce, it is 7:45 in the evening. We are we are in Saturday night. We are in Saturday night. But people in Philippines are on Sunday morning. For people in Philippines, it is Sunday morning. Sunday morning, 8:45. Right? For people in Philippines, it is Sunday morning, 8:45. When I was teaching in a place called Alain, that belongs to Abu Dhabi. Okay, Alain. And then I came to Dubai. But first 3.5 years I was teaching in Alain. So in Alain, I had a Kashmiri guy, and he used to teach Quran. And he told me, he said, "Can you help me with English?" He would explain to me, in broken English, he would explain to me and little bit of the Indian language. He would talk to me, and he would explain what the lesson was about. And I had to tell him in English. In English, I had to tell him how to explain the lesson, because in school he had to speak in English, right? So, how to explain the lesson in English, I would teach him that. Because of that, I learned a lot about the Muslim religion. Because of that, I learned a lot about the Muslim religion. Because from the Quran, he used to be reading out and translating to me what it is. And later on in life, when I was in Dubai, I even bought Quran translated into English. Quran translated into English. I had that book also. And I used to read from that to understand the English part of it, the English meaning of the Quran, what it is. So I even read a lot from that. I read a lot. That is why about the Muslim religion, I know a lot about what the Quran is about. I know a lot. Not everything, but I do selective reading, correct? And selective hearing. Only what is important, that is what I listen to, and that is what I remember. Only what is important. Like once, it was during Ramadan. Okay, listen to this. It was during Ramadan, and I was returning from tuitions. I was coming back home, and when I came to an intersection, I had come a little bit into the intersection, but not so far that people cannot cross. People, vehicle can still cross. But I'd come a little bit in the front, and one guy who's coming, he could have turned a little around and gone, but no. He came, he stopped, and he came out of the car, and he began pounding on my bonnet. He began pounding on my bonnet, and screaming and shouting. So I rolled down the window. First of all, I said, "You are damaging my car." Secondly, "What are you screaming and shouting about? I don't understand Arabic." So then he began to talk in English. You know what he said? And he's shouting and saying, "Okay, I am fasting. I am fasting. It is my Ramadan. I have to go home and I have to break my fast, and you are blocking me." You know what I turned on and told him? I said, "Oh, it's your Ramadan and you are fasting and you want to go home and break your fast. Okay, let me just tell you something. The way you have been hitting my car and the way you have been shouting at me, Allah, that is the Muslim God, right?" I said, "Allah is not going to accept your fasting for today. He's not going to accept it because you have lost your temper. So Allah is not going to accept your fasting. So you will have to do after Ramadan, you will have to do one more day of fasting to make up for this day." That's the first thing. He just looked stunned. He just looked at me shocked. All his shouting and all came down. He just looked at me shocked. I said, "Second thing is, you are pounding my car, you are damaging my car. I am not blocking you. The car ahead, the car ahead that went, that car is blocking most of the road. He's blocking most of the road. Not me. I had just come a little bit out, but then I jammed brakes and stopped because I thought the other car will move, but then the other car stopped. So I jammed brakes. So I was little out into the road, but the other car was blocking the road fully. So I told him, "I'm not blocking. The other car is blocking. You can just go around. Where I am, you can just go around. There's no problem. You can go around and you can easily carry on going home and you could have broken your fast. But now that you have stopped, you're banging my car, you're shouting at me, you're angry. Today, Allah is not going to accept your day of fasting." Believe me, he was an Egyptian. He just turned around and walked back to his car. He backed a little bit and then he drove around. He never said a word after that. He never said a word after that. But because of my knowledge about the Muslim religion, I was able to tell him that. And it is a fact. It is a fact. Allah, according to their religion, Allah is not going to accept this one day of fasting that he did. So what was the use? He fasted the whole day, but then he got angry and shouting, finished. That whole day of fasting is not valid. In the eyes of Allah, it's not valid. So, it's that way. I learned a lot about the Muslim religion from that. And I bought that Quran translated into English just to learn something more about it, just to learn something more. But when I kept it with me in Canada for many years. I kept it with me in Canada for many years. But when I was leaving Canada, I went to the mosque and I left the books there. I went to the mosque and I left the books there. I said, "Please give this to somebody who is like who is English speaking and they are interested. You can give them these books." I had two sets of books for that, and I also had a prayer mat. I even bought a prayer mat just like that. I bought a prayer mat. So all that I went and I gave it to them, and I had some little booklets. Those were given free. The little booklets were given free and all. So all that I took and I gave it. Later on, I learned that they were even giving translations and all, at the Muslim Center in Dubai. They were giving it free of charge. They were giving it free of charge. So I got a lot of other books, but the first one I had bought, but the other ones I got all free of charge. So I took all those things and I gave it in the mosque. And I said, give it to somebody who needs it, give it to somebody who needs it. So that's it. So if I'm really in the wrong, if I'm really in the wrong about what I am saying about the Filipino married women, if I'm wrong about that, I will accept it. I will change. I will change. So I want to know from Alex, why does she say that my opinion and her opinion? If it's only opinion, it's okay. I'm not worried about opinion. I'm worried about facts. Correct? I'm not worried about opinions. I'm worried about facts because opinions, we all have a different opinion. Like, is a glass of water half full or half empty? half filled or half empty. It's a matter of opinion. Some will say half of the glass is filled with water, others will say the other half of the glass is empty. So both are correct. Both are correct. So it's a matter of opinion. So opinions can change. I don't mind. But facts, what are the facts behind it? That is what I want to know. Any of the facts I've spoken about, is it wrong? Then I want to correct myself. If it's wrong, I want to correct myself. Like there may be an organization to help these kind of Filipinos, but what are they helping? How are they helping? To what extent are they helping? I would like to really know. Huh? I would like to really know, because the Filipino government is helping lawyers in Philippines to make money. They're helping the lawyers. Because of their law, they're helping the lawyers. And the lawyers are exploiting the Filipinos. They are exploiting the Filipinos. And if the Filipinos cannot pay, they are exploiting the foreigners even more. Right? Because foreigners have the money, they're exploiting the foreigners even more. I tested the water. I wanted to see what the lawyer will say. And I was happy that the lawyer is only making money. So how can a poor Filipino afford to pay money? How can a poor Filipino afford to pay money? Just tell me. What a corrupt world we are living in. Nobody has a heart. Nobody has a heart. Very few. But it's not just having a heart. What you do about it, what you can do about it, that's important. I feel very proud. I feel very proud that I have managed to convince Stephen, Pita, and my sister to start a channel of their own. I have three people and motivated them enough to start the channel, start posting on the channel. So I'm very proud of my good work. That's what I'm saying. It's not a matter of sitting down, it's a matter of how you motivate someone, motivate for them to go ahead and do it. They are scared, they are frightened, they are not sure. I was like that. I was like that. But I motivated three people to start. I'm happy about it. Forget about monetization and all those kind of things, but they are enjoying it. They are enjoying doing the videos, and they are enjoying posting the videos. They are enjoying seeing the subscribers increasing, seeing the watch hours increasing. They are enjoying getting the comments from the viewers and commenting back again. It's a whole different ball game. It's a whole different ball game. And it's so nice. You come to know so many people. Like from my channel, so many other, like Alex, Iya, Manang, um, so many. They never knew each other. They never knew each other. But through my channel, they've come in touch with each other. And now they are all enjoying, they are all enjoying, interacting with one another. They have gone to their channels now, and they are also on their channels. And they are now interacting on each other's channels. So, it's a growing family. And I'm happy that because of my YouTube channel, I was able to bring so many people together, right? I'm happy. I was able to bring so many. I was happy I brought so many people together. Oh, excuse me. So, it's all part of life. Make life easy for everybody, make life happy for everybody. That is what it is. Just typing a just typing a thank you note as I usually do. Thank you everyone for the lively discussion, as Joyce put it. Please don't get me wrong. I feel strongly about downtrodden people. If I am wrong in what I say, I am willing to what I said. I will stand corrected. Yeah, I will stand corrected. I will apologize. If I have something wrong, I will change my views. I will agree. Right? If what I've said is wrong, I'll agree to it. But no, I feel strongly for the marriage separated women in Philippines. I feel strongly with them, and I think I need people to really fight their cause. Really fight their cause. Okay, right to the end, we've had a lot of people, but I will end my live stream here now. Okay, and I must really thank everybody who has been here, and we've had a wonderful, wonderful discussion, real wonderful discussion. Okay, Pita, I stand corrected. Tia is the one that influenced you to start, not me, so I stand corrected. Okay, it's good. At least you listened to Ia and started your YouTube, so that's good. Yes, true. Alex also a very good person. Yeah. So good if Alex and Ia was able to convince you to start YouTube, it's very good because I tried, but you did not. So it's okay. Somebody helped you to finally get motivated to start it, and that is important that you finally did start it. So and you're happy, you're enjoying it, right? I know you are enjoying it, so that's good. Yes, Alex is a very nice person too. True. That's why I'm happy. Meet up with Alex, and then we will come and meet you, and then we will all go and meet Iya. I asked Iya that day. She said we'll have to stay at least 1 or 2 nights because we cannot go and come. We'll discuss that separately. We'll discuss that separately. Okay, then I will end my live stream now. Thank you all very much for being here. Just remember Martha, Stephen, uh, Myrna and Nair in your prayers. And remember, there's another person called Jean. Jean, she's in the last stage of cancer. She's in the last stage of cancer. And this other teacher wrote to me and said the next 24 hours is very critical for her. The next 24 hours. So I do not know what treatment or what they are doing. I don't know. Poor thing must be suffering so much. So she just wrote and said this last 24 hours is a very critical time for them. So take care. Thank you all very much. I appreciate so much. We've had a good discussion, a good topic. Thank you, Alex, for wanting to have this topic. Thank you. It's a very good topic. And we did go a little off, but it was kind of related, right? It's related to the topic. So I'm very happy for this topic. Any of you have topics, please do message me. Please do message me and tell me any topics. Joyce gave some topics, my sister gave some topics, Pita gave me topics, and whatever topics they have given me, I have used it in my live stream. So if you have any topics you would like me to discuss about, please do message me, and I will surely, work it into my topics for my live discussions. Okay. So thank you so much. Love you all. And God bless.